Australia's long-awaited delivery of M1A1 Abrams tanks to Ukraine has finally begun. But the shipment, nearly a year in the making, is raising just as many questions as it answers. First promised back in October 2024, the tanks were part of a broader $245 million defense package aimed at helping Ukraine fight off Russia's invasion. Now, more than half of the promised 49 tanks are reportedly in Ukrainian hands, with the rest expected over the next few months. But why did it take 9 months for this military aid to arrive? Defense Minister Richard Marles explained that logistical complications and Washington's approval process were responsible for the delay. Since the Abrams tanks are US-made, any third-party transfer to another country, even as military aid, requires direct authorization from the United States. According to US officials, the effort was more than just complex. It was frustrating. Some American defense sources expressed doubt over whether Ukraine could even maintain and operate these aging tanks effectively in high-pressure battlefield conditions. The tanks in question are not fresh from the factory. Purchased in 2007, these M1A1 models have never seen combat and are being phased out in favor of newer M1A2 units. They were retired from active duty, and some critics say may be vulnerable to modern threats, especially drone attacks, which have increasingly targeted tank formations and supply lines in Ukraine. One Australian official even told the ABC earlier this year that there was doubt if the Ukrainians actually want these vehicles. But Ukraine's leadership has made its stance clear. They do. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky and Ambassador to Australia Vasyl Miroshnichenko have both welcomed the tanks, stressing their urgent need for firepower. Miroshnichenko put it bluntly, "Every day we don't have those tanks on the battlefield, more and more people get killed." The ambassador also called for more support from Australia, not just tanks, but vehicles like the Bushmaster and Hawkeye. Of the 120 Bushmasters previously supplied, many have reportedly been destroyed or disabled. Miroshnichenko has been requesting the more mobile and modern Hawkeye vehicles for 3 years, arguing that their deployment could save lives on the front lines. So why is Australia so invested in this war? Beyond humanitarian concern, officials like Defence Industry Minister Pat Conroy frame this support as part of Australia's broader commitment to defending the global rules-based order. By responding directly to Ukraine's military requests, including the Abrams tanks, Australia aims to signal that aggression and territorial conquest will not go unchallenged. Still, the Abrams shipment is both a symbolic and strategic gamble. Symbolic, because it shows Australia stepping up beyond NATO and continuing to invest in Ukraine's survival. Strategic, because these tanks could improve Ukrainian mobility and firepower, but only if they're not destroyed by Russian drones or logistical failures first. This delivery is just one piece of a global puzzle in which time, technology, and international willpower are all being tested. As the conflict grinds on and drone warfare escalates, every shipment counts. And in Ukraine, even older tanks might still save lives.